Good afternoon.
Français, anglais, mix, anglais. Okay, so we'll do anglais. Sounds good. So matrix, pretty much our only tool, our best tool, right? For anything from research to finding properties for buyers, comps, etc. On the basic stuff, because I think you all, who's not familiar with the matrix here? Okay, everybody's kind of familiar. Did you play around with it a little bit?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Yeah, I was actually doing the easy minus and prospects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basic functionality. You have on the search engine here a bunch of different tabs. Obviously, some are self-explanatory. Like single family. General is everything kind of mixed in. Condos. So general would be everything in the single family tab, right? You're following me? Then condo, you get again general, okay? Farm hobbies, commercial, industrial, revenue properties, and cross properties. So cross properties are often used when you're not sure if it's commercial or not. We go into cross properties, and it basically gives us a bigger amount of options. You can search by member. So you type in the last name, let's say, and then you could go and see the listings per broker. Okay. Open house and caravans. I honestly have never used it. That's kind of old school. Je sais plus qui fait des maisons ouvertes et des caravanes, mais en tout cas. Dans my matrix. So the dashboard is cool because you have pretty much at a glance everything going on. So I have a bunch of people that I send, let's say, listings to, right? On a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Yeah. And we'll go into that after. So now I know that I got 1, 2, 3, 4 people that have opened it today. So obviously a follow-up call would be, pretty justifiable at this point, right? And here, well, these are your listings, like whatever you have currently would appear in this area here. It also tells me I have 8 listings that need my approval. So those are in what we call the concierge mode. Okay, so I don't just send out a bunch of listings to potential buyers. I want to check them before I send them. That way I can tweak. Okay? These are specific buyers. They're looking for, s'ils cherchent quelque chose de vraiment particulier. Okay.
Do you have a best practice, Karim, for choosing concierge or not concierge?
It's your decision, depending on your customers.
Case by case.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, you need to have, il faut mettre le contact avant. You have to put your contact in first. Okay. So when you start using it, you're going to start by putting in your contacts. Right. So let's say I'm looking for a house. You're going to put my name, my email, my phone number, whatever, all the details you can. And then you'll be able to create a search for me and save it for me, right?
My favorite.
So that's contact here. Auto email. Guys, tell me if vous avez des questions, arrêtez-moi là. Je sais pas votre niveau chacun de Matrix. Donc là, ça c'est ma liste de gens à qui je suis actif avec maintenant. Okay? Il y en a d'autres, mais ils ne vont pas apparaître ici. Okay? Donc là, ben, il y a, je sais pas, je peux te donner un exemple. Donc Cindy Leclerc, elle a jamais ouvert encore l'email. Okay.
Follow up.
So yeah, there'll be a follow-up call. I go 3 times, call. She answers once, I'll know what's going on. Elle répond pas les 3 pas, I delete. I'm done. I'm not gonna. Ouais. Lui, par exemple, il est ouvert à 5h11 le matin. Il dort pas très bien. Okay. So this guy, follow-up call. Hey, est-ce que tu as trouvé quelque chose que tu aimais? Can I retweak my search for you? Etc. Donc ça, c'est vraiment votre liste active. Okay? Ça devrait changer assez souvent parce que les acheteurs ne sont pas toujours là. Et évidemment, j'ai des listes à moi. Vous voyez, mon nom qui est là. Donc ça, c'est des listes que moi, je me crée pour moi parce que j'ai des clients vraiment spécifiques qui cherchent quelque chose dans dans une zone. Une fois que ça sort pour moi, ben là, je suis capable de juste faire un forward. C'est à vous de décider votre stratégie, right? Okay, so that's auto email. And what's cool, vous pouvez rentrer dans vos auto email and tweak them at any time. Donc, settings, c'est en fait le email qui va sortir. Okay? Donc, si on clique dessus, bon, alors là, c'est un email très simple. Below, link of new listings in Westmount, let me know. Thank you, Karim. There's nothing more to say. I'm just sending the link, right? If we l'embellir, say, hi, Chris, how are you? Whatever you guys want, right?
Karim, I have a question.
Yes.
I saw an ad on Facebook for from someone on Remaps offering automated emails.
That's it. That's all it is.
Exactly.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Criteria. So this is the saved criteria for this customer.
So I just wanted to go back to one where you were before, I had a question about your auto emails.
Where like
Yeah, okay, so on the right where it says portal visit, it tells you the date that they last visited.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, I don't know, so you have it scheduled that they get it daily, weekly, whatever, but if somebody didn't answer it in months,
well, this is the
that could also be a conversation to have,
Yeah.
like, where are you in the process, or whatever it is.
This guy's not a buyer, so this guy is a seller.
Sometimes they just use to get the
So
listings.
he's just like just send me the listings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
Is there a way to see when did they check them? Not only the last time, like when did they check it?
No,
or
just
only
gives
the
you
last time?
It just gives you the last
Okay.
portal visit, right? It doesn't mean they didn't open the email. Portal visit is the actual, when they click on the link, it goes to. Okay, so criteria is where you would have done your search, right? So this one's simple. It's just Montreal, Westmount, what's active. 1+, it means only for sale, not rentals. Okay? Et là, ben, vous ajoutez ce que vous voulez. Donc, j'ai 5 chambres, 3 salles de bain, 1 powder room, 1 garage. I mean, it pretty much covers any properties that pop up in that zone, right?
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not clear in my head. You see on the right where it says dates?
Here?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
normally for me, whenever, let's say I wanna look at listings. Whether they're active, expired or sold, I'll go into status modification.
Yeah.
And I'll put, let's say, 2023,
Yeah.
09, 01 plus.
Yeah.
That would mean from
After.
September the 1st of 2023 on.
Yes.
But new listings, that means if I was to put the same date, 2023, 09, 01,
You would get
it
the
would
new
show me
listing.
only the new listings? Would it show me listings whose prices have been modified?
No,
Only new listings?
only new listings. Because look, you have a date for price modification,
Yeah,
you have a date for updated
it's
listings.
just those other ones I just.
Usually status modification
Shows you
is,
everything.
it's pretty general, right?
Okay.
So I would stick with what you're doing.
Right.
Okay,
So to change the criteria is here or in the settings?
which criteria?
If you already set up an automated email.
No, you have to go through this sequence.
You gotta go to your auto emails.
Yeah, from the other.
All these
the
are,
settings
all
and-
these are different
Yes.
auto emails, so they all have their specific trigger points, right?
Okay, so I click on
So
it.
you
Okay,
click on
okay.
criterias and then you're able to go and change for just that one.
For the client, only for that client.
That's it, juste pour ce client, personne d'autre.
Gotcha,
Okay.
thank you.
Bon, le reste, you should go click on it, it's just basic stuff. You could resend a welcome email, parce qu'il y a des gens, des fois, ils reçoivent pas le email, it goes into your
Junk.
spam,
Hmm.
right?
Mm.
And they have to action the email that they've received it, if not, it doesn't move on, right? Okay, so this is pretty straightforward, I think. Any questions on? Okay, so let's just go to a search. Anybody has a specific search, sorry, that they want to be done? Okay, so let's say I'm, what?
Something like a funky search thing?
Yeah, like trying to find comps, for example.
Okay.
or-
Well, I'll give you one of our listings.
Sure.
So you go to, there's 2 addresses, so it's a duplex in Montreal West.
I think I went by it and I sent you a picture, no? Is it by Royal West Academy?
Close by, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you both handsome gentlemen there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, what's the address?
49
Yeah.
Ballantyne South. Ballantyne would be with a Y.
With a Y?
South, yeah, that's fine. It's right there, yeah.
Okay,
That's the one.
okay, so you want me to find comps for this one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
so
luck.
it's fine, we'll try.
Actually,
Well, first off, I don't know where this is, because I'm not familiar with that zone, right? So I'm gonna pull up a map. This is what I would do. So I'm just gonna put up the map, whoops. Okay,
You always do it through Google like this?
whatever, yeah. Anything, just,
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying it's habit, I know.
Yeah,
that
it's
he does
just
it
habit,
too,
I
don't,
mean.
but.
so now it tells me more or less where it is, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so Notre Dame, NDG, okay, so now I can go back to my matrix. It's a house, right?
Duplex,
Duplex.
which can be easily converted into a house. Yes.
So I'm gonna go to, whoops, matrix open, go, and I'm gonna go search. And at this point, you can go to revenue properties, because a duplex, usually it's a revenue property. Did you list it on the revenue property?
Listed it as revenue and also as single family with the note that is easily convertible into a single family.
Okay,
So we got two listings basically.
so I would do revenue property.
Yeah.
As a
You
default.
cannot go cross property, it goes all.
I
the
could,
time
but I'd rather just stick with
with what it has already.
with what it is. It's a
Yeah.
duplex, chances are I can maybe find another one, I don't know. So. Okay, map. I'm a big fan of maps versus just selecting an area, because an area is big, right? The maps, you can zoom in a little better.
Because different parts of different areas have different value as well.
Mm.
right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's around here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you see Montreal West, the
It's
train
probably here,
station.
49.
Go up a little bit from Montreal West, yeah,
It's right here.
that's.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take, you can use a circle, but this is, it gives you a radius, right?
Mm.
Ça va vous donner un cercle. Donc, si je peux vous montrer de quoi ça a l'air.
And it shows you when you do it, 0.5 kilometers, 1 kilometer radius.
It gives you the measurements. I don't like the circle personally. It's too big. It's, I can't, like, I don't want anything on this side of Notre Dame.
Different
right?
neighborhood, so I want.
So I'm gonna go with a polygon, and I'm gonna basically, and tell me, because you know the area.
I
So
would go a little bit
Westminster,
higher up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like here,
you could, yeah.
so from here.
Yeah, higher, yeah, there.
Here is good.
A bit higher, no, the other way. You're going over here.
Westminster, I
Yeah.
would cut, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so roughly that zone. Okay. Là, ça me montre ce qui est actif. Les verts, c'est tout ce qui est avant, right? Là, je vais aller dans critères, je saute, et on va commencer en 2023, 01, 01. Donc, tout ce qui est après le 1er janvier 2023. I'm trying to get as close as possible to this year. 3 matches. Okay. We'll keep going. C'est une grosse différence hein, entre le 575 et les deux autres.
Puis regarde le secteur. Les
They're all-
comparables sont trouvés dans NDG et non Montréal-Ouest. Parce qu'il n'y a pas vraiment de comparables à Montréal-Ouest.
So you're saying because it's Montreal West, it's a different price.
Yes, it's a different price than that part of NDG,
Okay,
right? Like if it was Moncton Village versus where the duplex is, Moncton Village or Westmount adjacent NDG Coordinate would be
okay.
more sought
So
after.
let's rechange the search.
Okay, so in this case where there's not much comparable that we do.
You gotta keep looking.
Can you go 5 years
Like
back
that,
and do the
another-
adjustments for 5 years?
5 years is a lot, but
Well,
yeah,
I'm just saying the number.
Yeah.
Until you find something. but
So
it
here
has to be something.
I just changed the map. So now I really want like this instead of up, right? To kind of get rid of NDG, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, you're still in NDG there,
Here, yeah,
because
Well,
look,
this
all
whole area is-
those red ones that
They're
are there, that's all in,
okay, so Montreal West only.
yeah.
So you're saying Montreal West is really this little pocket here,
Okay,
probably till here.
yeah, well, Montreal West actually goes up to.
Ville
see where-
Saint-Pierre, no.
No, Ville Saint-Pierre, go,
Okay, it's okay, it's okay,
Yeah.
that's it, just for the exercise, we're trying
Yeah.
to, okay, so criterias here, I got two. Let's see the areas again. I got one,
yeah,
okay, so now I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, but if you go only Montreal West, because if you don't find anything, you go only Montreal West without
ça.
NDG and you go back, you
C'est
get
ça.
3 years and you do the adjustments.
So here, 2022-01-01, I have 7, let's see how many Montreal West. Here, 1, 2. Oh, that's good. I got enough. Okay, and then, as you said, we'll adjust with the sheet we use and with the dates.
So it has to be in the same zone.
It's better to be in the same
Better.
zone. To his
Different
point,
municipalities, different
it's not that,
bylaws.
to his point, like if you go 1 block north, it might be worth a lot more, because now you're in a posher area of NDG. I mean, I know NDG, but not like.
well,
you.
that part of NDG that flanks, Montreal West is not a posh part of NDG. It's like the most western part of NDG near, near Concordia University.
Okay,
And the NDG part, not the downtown part.
Yeah.
Ville Saint-Pierre is a working class neighborhood, so no.
So
which is this area here,
Yeah,
this whole area.
no. But the pocket of Montreal West, which flanks, let's say, Côte Saint-Luc, I would say it's comparable.
There's
They're both
nice homes
upscale,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're both
I mean,
upscale neighborhoods.
I got lost driving,
Yeah.
I totally did.
You know, I have a
Montreal
question.
West, you can-
It's good to have a tool, but what he just said is very important information. So if I'm new to the area, I don't know your information. What do I go look for in order to base myself on the good information?
It's always harder when you don't know the area.
Hmm.
Right, so, I mean, he lives in.
Ask the client, is it like,
Yeah.
is it possible to ask? the
Well, you
client?
don't wanna ask the client, because you're supposed to, you're
Exactly.
the guy doing the
You
evaluation.
know your job.
Yeah, you gotta know your job, you just gotta figure out the zones, what you're gonna do.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could talk to.
Me, what I tell you, there's nothing, it was nothing sold in the last year,
Yeah,
but 1 year ago, these are the comparables, 2 years ago, these are the comparable with the adjustment, this is the price.
that's it. And at the end of the day,
Just tell him.
there's a value per square foot.
Hmm.
Like, forget about the
Yes,
area,
yes.
there's a base value, right?
But, yeah.
Comme un évaluateur agréé, il va te faire une évaluation au plateau, après il va en faire
C'est
une
la
à
même chose.
NDG. C'est his job.
Nous, comment on avait procédé, c'était pris l'évaluation versus prix de vente. Sinon, il y avait un ratio. Parce qu'il y a un cachet, il y a un architecte.
Bah,
C'est vraiment.
It's a different house. I mean,
Yeah.
c'est très dur de trouver la même chose, right?
Ouais.
Okay,
Très, très dur.
good listening, guys. Any activity?
Parce que c'est un cachet, hein, pour le prix.
What is activity?
I mean, do you have visits?
What visits, what are those?
Oh, so maybe a price
10% too
reduction.
high,
Yeah, well, we reduced it.
it's 10% too high.
We reduced it.
Okay, anyways, so,
Because as a revenue property, the numbers don't make sense vis-a-vis the price. And for somebody to look at this property as a single family dwelling, some renovations need to be done, some updates need to be done. You know, and also you had a tenant that was living upstairs that just vacated. On the pictures to the left, those are from the upstairs tenant when I rented out this place years ago.
Yeah.
So it needs updating.
clearly,
How much is it listed?
1295.
Okay.
Okay, so. Did it help a little bit or?
No.
No, okay. No, I'm not trying to, but did you guys do the same search? I imagine this is what you did.
I
right?
mean, what would help is like you mentioned, if you take a 2, 3, 4, 5 year thing and you know what you need to know to create the proper adjustment, that I would like to learn more about.
But the adjustment is the adjustment sheet. Is that the one you're talking about?
Or whatever you guys are talking about, I don't know.
Yeah, so, well, that's the adjustment that is distributed at large to the
Yeah.
office. Yeah,
The VIP,
Yeah.
no, package.
C'est le document VIP, mais c'est la facette juste de l'évaluation de chiffres pour eux.
Which I don't use, I don't really, I'm not familiar with this.
Can you use the statistics in the area? A year ago was sold versus, you know, you have the percentage, everything in statistics.
So I don't
So let's say
know
for that
if,
area, you should have May 2022 to May 2023. This is the price. This is how much the prices went up or down. And you use the statistics.
so
Because the client also
we
uses the
use le
statistics.
baromètre, which is the same thing, but you use it with, en combinaison avec
It's a
le
support.
document.
Yes.
Parce que là, ça va ajuster tes prix.
Yeah, I understand.
You're gonna take the last 12 months, say, okay, did it go down, did it go up, by how many percent, you're gonna put that number, and it's gonna automatically adjust
I
everything.
understand, but to show it to the buyer, because you show them to the seller, you show them the statistics made by the board, real estate board, look, these are the statistics, this is the price that I got.
Listen, it's to each their own type of presentation. I'd rather go in and have my presentation. I'm not gonna start showing him stats from here, stats from there.
Yeah, yeah,
It's too much info.
I understand.
As a seller, I would just wanna know, hey, how much are you,
Yeah,
how much you
the
think this
prices,
is
I
worth?
understand. Yeah, understood.
They're looking at us for an opinion, not, you know, like it's,
I understand.
I don't wanna get into debate with them in general, but yeah, again, you can bring stats.
Because here, because there was no comparables, what we decided to do was to look at other
Areas.
homes, no, keep the same area, but look at other homes that have architectural details and something of an interesting look, older home built, you know, centennial type of home.
Yeah,
And then there was some comparable, but even then it's not comparable if it's still a duplex, right? Would be one thing if it were converted into a single family home, it hasn't been yet.
I mean, this one can be. I mean, they're all different.
They're all different.
Mais, at some point, they're all different. It's like trying to price a house in Westmount. Good luck.
Yeah.
They're all different. Ils ont tous un cachet différent.
C'est ça.
On peut pas.
C'est ça, c'est exactement.
Puis même là-bas, les courtiers qui sont les quote-unquote les plus gros courtiers, ils savent pas comment pricer la maison. Ils pricent à 15 millions, là, ils l'ont vendu à 7 millions.
That's it. So all these neighborhoods that are older neighborhoods are extremely difficult, like Hampstead, same problem. You're gonna always have these problems with those neighborhoods. And it's fun because you can figure it out. I mean, eventually you figure out, okay, cette maison s'est vendue l'année dernière à 15 millions, celle-là à 7.
Ouais.
Bon, il y a un problème, c'est un ratio comme ça. It's not like Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent's super easy. Because they're all like
Yeah.
townhomes.
They built them,
yeah. Like
same.
Angus Park is all rows, condos are super easy.
See, like the property that we're selling, there's like maybe 10 of them that are very, very similar, built by the same architect. And some were converted into undivided co-ownerships and then sold off one floor versus the other. So we also tried to derive a price using that as an example.
So they sell at 600 a pop.
600-700, yeah.
Okay, so you're
good.
Yeah, but we're not in the money if nobody's coming to visit it.
Quand tu vends en tant que copropriété.
It's also bad. I mean, the market's not really.
Aussi.
I just got an offer on a duplex. They won't finance more than 50% of their evaluation.
You mean that their
The bank will not finance more than 50% of the bank's evaluation.
So if they valued it, let's say we put it at 1.3, but the bank values it at 1.1, it'll be 550,000.
So
Then you have to come up with the other 550.
it's a
plus.
tough market. A buyer for a duplex needs heavy pockets.
Mhm.
I mean, ask, I don't know who you guys deal with, but like Stanley, for example, he'll tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
Plus the brokers, mortgage brokers.
all right, so a little more complex on this one. So here you have a bunch of different, you can go also by sector, so Montreal.
So we've given up.
What did you say?
I said, we've given up on that one. Or we
Well, no,
moving on to the
I
next
don't
one?
know what you want me to do with it, but I admit it's a harder one.
Mais moi, ce que
But
j'ai-
you guys priced it, so you figured
Age
it out.
adjustment, well, we found like 3-4 age adjustment, no,
J'ai dit
doesn't work.
aussi,
Ah, you adjust the price.
Comparable de GLR.
Ouais,
Ça
tu peux
fait
faire ça.
sortir. tu prends une range de price et puis tu te fais aider par centre instrument.
Ouais, c'est vrai, using GLR, we were able to find a few more comparables because there were a few more sales
Well,
that
there's
were
the
not
private sales.
in the matrix system.
The other way to do it is
Mm.
Montreal, Montreal West, okay? That's the other way you can do it.
What do you mean?
So now I've picked Montreal West,
And you do the
Oh, you're
years,
doing the whole
the
neighborhood,
whole neighborhood.
which is what we also did, didn't help much.
but you didn't go back.
We didn't do 2-3 years that we didn't do, because I guess I don't know exactly how to make the adjustment so that it reflects for today, you know?
Okay, so I'll just show you quickly the adjustment, because I'm surprised you don't use this. But the adjustment is very easy, because everything's here, everything in gray is what you just need to fill out. So let's say today we're the
25th.
25th.
Oops. C'est
C'est
2023,
un fichier Excel.
25.
Okay, see how it populated with fichier Excel?
Mhm.
It populated right away, all right? Now, obviously, la variation des prix pour les 12 derniers mois, this is where the adjustments comes in. So let's say le baromètre me dit Montréal-Ouest est monté en 12 mois de, je sais pas, 3%.
So then you go into that 1,000-page document, you find Montreal West, and you
You
compare the
take
year
the
before
median of
c'est ça.
the two
to.
prices, and let's say it says 3%. So you
Okay.
put your 3% here. Obviously, you need to add all the rest on top. So it measures, it actually measures depending on the date of sale. See here, date of sale? On top. So if I put 2020, 01/01, it's gonna adjust by 11%. It's a calculation. Same thing on the bottom, you have l'année de construction. So this one's built in 1800. Moins 720,000. Like, I'm just like, the sheet's not gonna make sense because I need all my numbers, but
Sure.
you get the idea.
Yeah,
right?
I just have to use it. I get
So-
the idea, and just.
And
brush
you
it.
don't have to think much about the numbers, they're
No.
pre-populated
Yeah.
numbers, so it really works
It
well.
calculates for you, you just gotta do the.
You just gotta make sure that your top here, your three comparables are good comparables.
Exactly.
How do banks evaluate a certain equity? Like, what do they use? Banks.
They send an evaluator,
Huh?
they send an evaluator.
But the evaluator does not take into consideration the area, like you said, only the land
The
and
evaluators are, that's their
their jobs.
c'est leur protection. Un évaluateur agréé, il mesure la valeur de la propriété sur trois angles.
Hmm.
Alors, il utilise ce que nous on utilise.
Okay.
One, il utilise le coût de construction et la valeur à neuf. Et
Okay.
they merge them. Ils font un mishmash, puis they come up with a price.
Like I was thinking, same as when we have an expert test, right? We're not experts in that specific area, so we hire an expert. So is it possible to hire an appraisal expert to give us like the exact value, like this we can evaluate the house properly?
You're gonna go bankrupt.
They take a lot?
You will go bankrupt as a broker every time you need an evaluator.
No, only for those,
Well, why?
No, you don't do this.
No.
Don't do that. You figure it out. You have that. Your job is to figure this out.
They will hire him, not you.
Yeah, why?
This is
so
your
why-
job to do. the
Why do I need
evaluation.
you to sell my house?
okay,
Yeah. It's your job to do the evaluation, not in one.
a stupid question.
No, it's not a stupid question. It's just, it's,
Doesn't make business sense.
so sometimes customers will say, hey, I want to sell my house. Here's the evaluation I have.
Okay, that's easy.
Then there's no conversation.
Mm.
You take that price, you add a little bit or you deduct a little bit and you list. La preuve est à l'appui.
Yeah, but many times the evaluation from the bank, for instance, they
It's less.
look in DPO, but they go their phone, they go all the
Yeah,
areas.
they're not
to go
accurate.
paragraph, not
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
They
if
don't
the
know,
customer
they
is
don't
telling
sell
you, this is my value,
don't
this is
sell
what I want, then.
But if you don't agree with it, you have to justify why you don't agree with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
This document, version 2.81, can you send us this?
Tools.
Yeah, but I think there's another one. I'll ask Zimi. Zimi will send it to you.
Send me.
Zimi has,
Mais ça, ça existe sur un portail.
je pense que c'est sur le.
Yes, on tools. I
ouais.
just checked it.
RLP services.
Ok.
RLPDQ
Je
service.
me rappelle pas d'avoir vu celui-là.
Yeah,
Just-
it's there, it's exactly what you say.
Yeah, all the
And
documents
I
are
have
there,
it from
yes.
there, yeah.
Okay.
But
Ça, c'est toi qui as fait ça, Karim?
Non, c'est une combinaison de bons documents, celui de Fadi, on l'a simplifié beaucoup parce que. Et là, il y a des choses qu'il faut ajuster. Hein.
Après, je vais vous aider à enlever tous les.
Il faut
les
aller
zéros, là.
Ouais, ça
aller
c'est
sur
cool.
RLP Services.
RLPDQ services, I think the website is.
Yes, yes.
services, yeah.
Yeah.
There are services.
RLPDQservices.com.
C'est ça.
Je suis rentré ce matin pour les documents.
But there's like 3 different documents. Which one to choose, Karim?
I don't know.
Where did you find it?
Tools,
Tools.
resources,
Okay,
resources.
and tools.
Thank you.
Yeah, tools,
Resources and
tools, yes. And then you have VIP package 4, logement et moins. Oh, that's easy. And there's VIP package.
Yeah, so it's probably it's only this one. It's this one. This is the pro houses.
Which one, that one?
I think so.
4 logements et moins. For a duplex, I mean.
Okay. Et
Ça,
ici,
c'est du quartier ou c'est Besfert? C'est
Non.
du quartier, hein?
this is our site.
Ok.
It's our site, yeah.
Yeah, only you guys have access. No one else can go in.
D'accord.
Il y a plein de choses, hein, guys, là-dessus. Et ça vaut la peine d'aller regarder.
You made a presentation last week with the ACM.
That's it.
That's it.
It's this one.
That's
Yes.
the one. That's the one we're saying. Go to resources tool. C'est ça la ACM. Okay, so sorry. The one I presented last week is my ACM.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, but I use this sheet.
For the calculation.
For the
adjustment.
calculation.
Okay.
But I
so
don't
the other
use-
sheets.
I don't use this. I have my own. I made my own, right?
Okay.
That's the
I got it.
difference.
I got it. Okay, okay.
I think that's where the confusion
The
is.
presentation.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, et là, à la fin, ici, vous avez les ajustements. Parce que, encore une fois, Montréal, par exemple, Montréal, Laval, Saint-Jean, Trois-Rivières, Shawinigan, c'est pas les mêmes prix. Hein.
Ouais.
So you gotta gauge which area you're in and change the prices accordingly.
Selon un site, je me rappelle plus,
C'est le CCQ,
Ouais, c'est quelque chose
t'as
comme ça.
Donc là, nous, on essaie d'être le plus proche de la réalité. We're trying to be as close as possible to prices that are out there. But for sure, bathroom is not 18,000 in Westmount.
Mm.
I just want to make it clear, but it's an average of 18,000 across the board for a regular size, regular material bathroom.
For a new broker, how do we get those numbers?
But they're already there. You don't.
No, but you said that these are averages.
So we update it usually every 6 months. It's done.
Oh,
And a new version is then uploaded onto the site. I don't know, I need to check the last one when it was done. But yeah, so you can see the numbers here. right?
Sinon, il faut être abonné à un site et puis il faut payer. Donc,
Ouais, puis c'est super compliqué parce que you gotta go in and calculate. Le bouquin est gros comme ça, je l'ai
Ouais.
ici, là. Le bouquin du CCQ, c'est un truc comme ça.
Mm.
C'est ce que les évaluateurs agréés
ils
utilisent.
utilisent.
Ils utilisent cette méthode, c'est une des 3 méthodes. OK, mais là, on est sorti un petit peu du
sujet,
sujet, mais bon, je pense que
c'est toujours intéressant.
c'est important que vous saviez c'est où. Did you get it, Adrian?
I did, I'm just trying to find the onglet at the bottom where it says adjustments.
It's gonna be the last one, all the way at the end. And it might be blocked on the site.
Oh.
Parce que je vois les cadenas, oui.
Yeah.
But I thought that the point is for us to have access to it.
No,
right?
but the-
No, you have access to it, but we don't want you going in and changing these numbers.
Des numbers.
Because then
Exactly.
when we let.
Non, mais il y a des séduits
Secure.
mais pas
Oui,
des-
il y a des
C'est ça
sections.
qui est important, ok.
It's secure.
Ah, là, je
It's
vois.
just secure, because then if somebody changes it, it doesn't work.
It's better,
the
it's
wrong
better.
way.
Because by mistake, you probably delete something and
That's
then
it.
the whole formula will
That's
disappear.
Then I change $18,000 per bathroom to $2,000
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it's a good
You,
market.
you'll pay
Yeah.
the difference.
You take a bath to the bucket.
So cool things with matrix guys, for example, you get a listing. One of the things we tell our sellers is what? That we will update them every week, every second week on the market, right? So I'm sure because you have that listed in Montreal West, that you guys have a search on that area for new listings, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So then when you call your seller, you have something to talk about, right?
Yeah.
What sold, what got listed, what got a price reduction in the last 14 days. Okay, so you can set up your own search here with your name, or you can set up your search with their names, the vendor, but on a concierge service, right? Now, concierge service, how does it work? Once you have it, you've done it. Here you go. So these are 6 listings that I need to send to my dear lady that hasn't opened the first email.
Mm.
Okay, so what I usually do is she's like, oh, Alina, j'ai besoin de ça, j'ai besoin de ci. Okay, I have like 20 listings matching her criteria. She's under 300, anywhere on the island, doesn't matter. It's not a great buyer, but you know, I'll take it. I'm fine with it. So the first email I sent was 5. That was on, what day are we, Monday? So that would have been last Wednesday or whenever it is on the system. Then 3 days later, I sent another email. And now I'm holding these 6. Because now I need to call, which you want or you don't want. You don't want, tell me, I'm just gonna do these, right? Okay, so you don't want to send a buyer all the listings in one shot. It's overwhelming for buyers, especially when there's a lot on the market. Somebody's looking for a condo downtown and you send them 150 listings. So try to filter. My advice is try to filter and don't dump the whole thing in one shot. Slowly.
I like that, yeah.
No one's gonna go through more than, in my opinion, more than 12 listings.
I have a
Yeah.
tendency of like, if there's more, but maximum like 30.
Like imagine you receive 30 listings.
And they're gonna lose
Too
track
much.
comparing
That's
them.
true, it's too much.
They're gonna lose track comparing.
So I would suggest you keep,
Try to
that's
filter
why,
as much as possible.
yeah, and you can change then the concierge mode. You can then go in the criteria, remove concierge and say, send it all the time. So for example,
Yeah.
I'll go back to my auto emails, okay?
Okay.
So whenever,
So
and you,
this one is on concierge. I go here, settings, and on the setting tab, see on the bottom here,
disable.
it says enable,
Hmm.
right? Now, if I disable it and I save, it's gonna activate
The automatic.
automatic sending. Yeah.
Mais tu peux pas dire envoyer 3 à la fois maximum, hein?
Non, t'as pas ça. Ça aurait été bien.
Ça aurait été bien.
Ouais, ça aurait été vraiment bien.
Il reçoit plusieurs emails au cours de la journée, il a l'impression que tu travailles juste pour lui.
Il y en a, alors il y a quand on voit les emails automatiquement, il y a en fait un truc qui est. Attends, je vais te montrer c'est quoi. C'est celui-là. Ouais, tu vois?
Ouais.
Alors ici, tu dis emails are sent only on the days you choose. And so AM, I said AM, like I skip a day, right?
Right.
But you could say AM, PM.
Ouais.
Or you ask them, would you like
And then they
after I
just-
contact you, when there's something
Yeah.
new, ASAP, AM or PM, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week?
Best practice, guys, is you start to send them and then you have a phone conversation. Okay, I've seen you received my emails. Do you want me to adjust the criteria? Do you want me to send them to you on a specific day or, you know?
Yeah.
On espère avec l'intelligence artificielle, il va y avoir de l'amélioration sur le texte. Hein?
Bro, they don't improve the system.
This is.
But why should they? They have us
Well,
as a captive audience. They do what they want.
yeah, but you know, they could.
Actually, it's a good system, this one. You should have seen that guy.
The guy was a disaster.
Which one?
It was called, yeah, even the name, it was a
It's not
disaster.
productive.
It was terrible.
I told you my experience in Ontario when I was working in Ottawa. They only got the matrix system like 4 or 5 years later, but their system, wow.
Next level, right? Yeah. Okay,
You can go
so,
into listings and find out what type of soil there is, below that house. It's built on
Really?
what? Yeah, like really.
so it's like a
detailed.
merge with GLR type of thing, right?
Even better,
Better.
even better than all of that. And they have those automatic lock boxes
Uh-huh.
using an app. So if you wanna go
Yeah,
see
we have
the house,
c'est le truc with the phone.
yeah.
It unlocks and delocks. You know
Yeah,
what I
and then any broker that unlocks it,
You know who and.
I know that you unlocked it, I know when you unlocked it, I know when you locked it. And then next.
If you lock, if you lock.
Yeah, when I used to go visit houses and, it was all lock boxes, brokers weren't there, of course.
But it's only back anywhere in the States.
I think in the Outaouais region, they have those lock boxes to which
Very
we
possible.
don't have access. Even though we have a license in Quebec, they don't give us access to those lock
Why
boxes.
would you want to regulate them?
Oh, I actually sold one in the area. A cottage in the Outaouais region, and they opened the door, or the owner opened the door. Yeah.
So let's do another search, guys. For example, anybody has something specific they want to search
Like
for?
a condo, maybe this time?
A condo?
Yeah.
So condos are much easier if you're doing comps, right?
Mm.
For comparables, is that what we're doing?
Maybe in the same building, there are some,
There's always, well, it depends which building there, but let's say downtown, you'll always have, let's take, one UL. So one UL would be René Lévesque.
Je donne un à Saint-Laurent, il m'a appelé ce matin, je l'ai pas encore fait.
Sure, si tu veux.
160 Caligibran.
Ça, c'est Bois-Franc. 160 Caligibran.
C'est le vieux Saint-Laurent.
C'est le vieux Saint-Laurent?
Ouais, Caligibran.
Saint-Laurent.
On y est presque, à côté de la station Montpellier. Voilà, ça va. Ouais.
l'écrivain de Benin.
Là où il y a deux, c'est ça l'immeuble.
Ici?
Non, non,
Oh,
l'autre.
right above.
À
Ici,
côté de
below, in the middle.
Le beau, le beau.
No, in the middle of your two last.
C'est ça,
There you
le
go.
beau. Non, non, un peu plus loin. Voilà,
Plus haut, plus bas?
Higher, higher.
Voilà, voilà,
Left.
continue, continue.
Left,
Encore.
left.
Là où il y a écrit
Oh.
sur le beau.
Où est-ce qu'il a écrit quoi?
Sur
Ici?
Voilà,
Bon.
exact. Voilà, ça, c'est la bonne adresse.
Ok, on va y arriver. Là, je l'ai perdu. Ok.
Voilà.
Ok. I know this building.
Ouais.
Yeah, I totally know this building. Mais j'avais vendu le ground là-bas, non?
J'ai pas. En fait, les ventes, j'ai l'impression que depuis 2020, il n'y a pas eu de vente. Il me semble, hein, je
C'est
suis pas
l'immeuble
sûr.
qui est.
J'ai pas encore.
Non, c'est pas le même. C'est pas ça, c'est l'autre. Ok. And?
Bah, je veux savoir les comparables, est-ce qu'il y en a?
Ah, ok. Okay, so we go back to areas, sold, map. And we pick. Now that we know which building is this one, right? Wait. On a plein de comparables. Okay, you can go like this, critères. On va dire 2022, 01, 01 plus. Combien de salles de bain, combien de chambres? Deux plus, une plus. Deux salles de bain?
Ouais.
Le premier n'a pas pris le plus.
Garage.
Okay, one. So you gotta keep going back. Three. Mais là, il y aura des locations, sûrement.
Oh, that's a nice trick. Go back to change the criteria.
Le prix, il faut mettre plus 1
Ouais.
sur vendu. Vendu. Voilà.
Zéro. Mais ça marche pas. Wow. Mais non, mais j'en avais un là tout à l'heure.
Parce qu'il y en a un qui donne sur le bon.
Ah,
qui
non,
donne
ça a cliqué ça a cliqué les étages. Voilà. Deux.
C'est quoi le
If you don't put the bedrooms, sometimes it's a mistake in the listing.
Yeah, could be.
You put 2 bedrooms and the listing had only 3 and it makes confusion.
What is it?
So visually compare them.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So it's not
The same thing.
On a deux. Tu retournes en arrière, tu continues à aller backwards. 2020. 3. Ça n'a pas le choix.
C'est ça.
Mais là, n'oubliez pas que le problème, quand on va trop en arrière, c'est que
Après l'ajustement.
il y a eu la Covid,
Le marché est différent.
tout a été chambardé.
First time you try with the bedrooms, with the rooms, but if you don't find anything, you just
Yeah, you
remove the
remove it.
criteria.
Absolutely.
Remove bedrooms, remove everything else.
Mais ça n'a pas tellement bougé. Hein.
Non.
Mais 3, c'est suffisant, n'est-ce pas? Pour le CMA.
Ouais, tu as besoin de 3 comparables à vendre ou 3 vendus, excuse-moi, pas à vendre. 3 comparables vendus. OK?
Pour un condo dans le vieux Saint-Laurent, on peut agrandir.
Ouais, tu peux agrandir, mais c'est mieux de rester dans le même immeuble.
Parce que
Parce que c'est les matériaux.
c'est pas la même chose.
Le plus proche.
Ça.
Même les lois internes de l'immeuble sont.
Exact.
Mais tu vois, ça, c'est dans un endroit, donc, Montpellier, le secteur Montpellier. C'est à Montpellier, non?
Ouais, à côté de mon
Et tu peux prendre l'immeuble à côté, peut-être, je sais pas. Il y a beaucoup d'immeubles, c'est comme frères et sœurs. C'est le même
Bloc A, bloc B.
Bloc A, bloc B, exactement. Et des fois, ils partagent les fréquemment. OK? Donc, ça, c'est super utile. L'autre chose que moi, j'utilise souvent, c'est sur la carte, il y a le satellite view. Ici. Okay? Ça, c'est pratique pour des terrains vides. OK? Mais il faut bien savoir où est-ce que vous êtes.
Pourquoi c'est intéressant pour les terrains vides?
Parce que tu les vois. Tu as un bird's view de où est-ce qu'ils sont. C'est beau pour des présentations aussi.
Oh, OK.
Tu utilises la carte, mais tu n'as pas besoin d'être sur Matrix. Hein? OK. Quoi d'autre?
Moi, souvent, quand je fais la recherche par rue,
Avec l'adresse?
avec l'adresse, j'ai du mal à trouver. Chaque fois, même si je mets
Moi
des
aussi.
étoiles,
Moi aussi.
astérix, je sais pas quoi.
Est-ce que tu uses l'astérix aussi? Parce
ouais.
que tu donnes pas bien l'adresse.
Ouais, alors,
C'est passé.
il faut aussi que tu trouves l'adresse, right?
Ouais.
Tu cliques ici, tu
Ouais.
trouves l'adresse.
Mais en général, j'écris la moitié, je remplace le reste par une chaîne
Astérix.
d'étoiles. Une étoile.
OK. Moi, j'ai.
Ça représente une chaîne de
Ouais,
caractères.
ouais.
Donc, mais avec ça, souvent, je cherche une adresse, je n'arrive pas à la trouver. Je me dis, c'est pas possible, ça.
Moi, j'utilise. Il faut que la rue match, c'est tout.
Ouais.
Enfin,
Parce
là,
qu'en fait,
c'est
quand
pas-
il y a un peu accent ou quelque chose comme ça, je préfère ne pas le mettre. Je mets soit une étoile, soit point d'interrogation parce que ça représente une seule main.
OK. Ben là, ça a fonctionné. OK.
OK.
Ben là, j'ai sorti une rue, j'ai dit, OK, je veux des vendus, boum. Mais là, c'est tout des vendus. Et c'est pas la bonne rue. Moi, je voulais Saint-Laurent. Là, j'ai eu rue des Outardes à Mirabel, à Sainte-Catherine, à Beauvais.
À partout?
Ouais.
Comment ça se fait?
Parce
qu'il y a la même rue.
C'est la même rue. Ils l'ont appelé de la même manière.
La même
Non,
rue
mais
dans
t'avais
le
pas
monsieur.
choisi là.
J'ai choisi. J'aurais pu ici. Là, j'ai rien choisi. Là, si je fais Montréal.
On peut ajouter des chambres.
J'en ai juste
Non,
trois.
oui,
Mais comment t'as fait pour ta recherche, en fait?
Non.
Juste.
On peut ajouter des chambres avec la rue, avec le.
Ouais, non, je sais. Mais
Ah, OK.
Non, c'est justement, je voulais savoir comment t'es arrivé ici, là.
Alors,
Recherche générale ou?
j'étais single family adresse.
C'est tout.
C'est tout.
OK.
Et là, tu tapes ce que tu veux comme rue. Je sais pas, tu Queen,
OK.
Mary.
Parce qu'à chaque fois, j'ai du mal, des fois, j'ai l'adresse, je sais pas où est-ce qu'elle se trouve, genre, Mauricie, je sais pas quoi, c'est des zones que je connais pas.
Alors ici, si tu laisses ça blanc, ça va être toutes les zones. Mais si tu
Ok.
frappes juste Montréal,
Ça va te donner
ben
juste
là,
Montréal.
chemin Queen Mary, il y en a un, là, mais rue des Outards, par exemple, il y en a des, je sais pas, 4-5.
Ah, OK.
J'habitais là-bas.
J'ai appris quelque chose.
Ça marche super bien. En général, ça marche assez bien. Et puis tu peux aller à Resort en haut directement.
Parce que des fois, dans des zones qu'on ne connaît pas vraiment, en dehors de Montréal, c'est difficile de trouver l'adresse.
Ouais, très difficile.
Karim, j'ai pas bien compris pourquoi il y a général au-dessous de single family et condominium. Pourquoi il y a le général?
Tout type de.
C'est tout type
d'inscription.
qui tombe dans le single family. Pas juste. Parce que là, tu vois, tu as général, centrist, adresse, customize. Mais là, c'est général tout court.
Ça peut être commercial, ça peut être résidentiel aussi. Hein.
Pas celui-là.
Général?
Pas celui-là. Donc ici, en fait, il te dit, si tu vas à single family, tu vois, le premier en haut, c'est général. C'est juste un shortcut. That's all it is. It's just a shortcut.
Un onglet. OK.
Si c'était pas là avant, celui que toi tu parles, c'est cross properties. Cross properties, ça va être le mélange
De tout, condo, single family. OK.
Et là, il faut que tu choisisses aussi. Tu peux pas juste. Parce que là, je peux mettre commercial, résidentiel, industriel. Je peux tout mettre ici.
Merci.
OK. Questions?
Ça va.
Ça va. Il y a d'autres choses que vous pouvez utiliser. Il y a Manage Speed Bar Shortcut. OK? Moi, je ne l'utilise pas, mais il y a moyen d'avoir des recherches qui sont rapidement accessibles directement ici. Vous devez les sauver sur votre profil. Ok? C'est assez pratique. Moi, je le fais différemment, mais
Est-ce que tu peux me dire où c'est?
Oui, comment tu
Juste
as
ici.
sorti ça encore?
speed bar,
My
ah,
matrix. Ah, ok, ok, ok.
shortcut.
Ouais, on crée des.
Ouais.
des
Et il y a
liens.
plein de, there's tons of webinars, okay, guys,
Custom
on
display.
Matrix. Like if you want to really get into it.
Ouais.
Mais à un moment
This one
donné,
is really good speed bar, it's really good.
it's really good. I've seen it in action, I just used it. Yeah. So I don't use the speed bar
You use
because I
it for
do it
what?
like this.
For particular clients, you have a client that's looking on detail of certain area, you just save it on speed bar, you just go there, put the 3 letters, I think, and you just get
The search.
done. Exactly. You just
Updated all the
You
time.
don't have to put all the criteria over and over again, you know, for each search. You just go on the speed bar and
Okay.
So my speed bar would be the ones with my name.
Hmm.
So,
So you send them to your email,
yeah. I mean,
unless, instead of having them on this.
Well, my emails is always clean, so I like sending it to me because I know I'll read it.
Mm.
But I might not go to the speed bar.
Okay. Got you.
All right, guys. That is it.
Gracias, hermano.
No
Thank you
questions?
so much.
We're good?
Yes.
Happy searching.
Le changement.